their strategy each and every game.
Exactly. We're going to see how each team kind of adapts and reacts to the different picks, the different bans that occur in each game.
Exactly. And it looks like our first ban, Keeper of the Light, banned straight off the bat. No one wants to see him anymore.
I feel like we've seen, in all the casted matches, I think we've seen Coddle in every match. I believe so. I believe he's been a lock. And so this is going to be a change. A match without Keeper of the Light.
It's just not going to be the same. It's like the Lord of the Rings when Gandalf disappeared.
Yeah,
and Gandalf's gone now, and it's not the same.
It's true, and the usual suspects banned out as well in those early bans. Magnus, the Bat Rider, and the Nyx Assassin all gone. So Darkseer is the first pick for Faded. We're going to see what Infinity Gaming responds with their dual picks. We know it's not going to be Coddle, so...
Yeah, it's not going to be Coddle, and it looks like, yeah, you're right, all the people we've seen in the past few games are seen to be gone as well. Sorry, I just got a you keep talking, got a message from the organizer, just need to...
No worries. Well, we're going to see a Gyro Shadow Demon picks coming from Infinity Gaming Black. And again, usual suspects, a Gyro, he could mid lane, he could safe lane in a tri lane. A Shadow Demon, he's probably going to be a piece of a tri lane, but also great support. Obviously his disruption, a key for catching heroes on the run, great disable. Also using it to save your own teammates. We saw in the last match we casted a nice time disruption on a teammate Gyrocopter caught in Faceless Void's ults in his chrono, and that's what saved him there. So a versatile hero overall, and we're gonna see Faded picking the Lifestealer. Lifestealer, I think, he's been a lock ban so far throughout this tournament in most matches, but we're gonna see the Nyx come out to play this time.
For sure, yeah, you're right. You know, the Gyro and the Shadow Demon, maybe Infinity Gaming was kind of just looking at the games that have happened today and notice how strong a combo the Gyrocopter Shadow Demon, maybe just one more hero with a stun is.
And we're going to see that followed up with a Rubik. Again, also a good pick. He's, again, always just as effective as the team he plays against, because with that spell stealing ability, he's going to be able to take what's bothering his team or take something very influential and turn it around.
Exactly.
So fairly standard picks that we've seen so far. We're going to see Infinity Gaming's third draft choice before we head into the final bans.
And you know, when I was looking at teams, once again, I couldn't really find too much information on these two teams, but they are both active on the CEVO, so the Cyber Evolution website, so they do compete there on a regular basis. And are quite actually pretty high ranked. Oh, a Luna! Haven't seen a Luna today yet. This is new.
Yeah. Haven't seen Luna today. Good call. Luna, obviously great carry. She's picked quite often in a lot of competitive scene games, and we'll see if with Team Infinity Gaming can do some damage here. Now that we know if they're probably going to go for like a Luna hard carry, so it's going to be like a support / semi carry Gyro most likely, and just probably a couple more supports coming out of Infinity. So we'll see if Faded's going to start banning out some decent supports like a Wisp or like a Lina or things like that. Yeah, Leshrac as well, which is their next ban.
Leshrac, yeah, so strong.
Yeah,
you know, the laning pushing ability that Leshrac gives you, and you can see that it's something that farming all day every day doesn't really want. You already have the ban on the Keeper. Magnus is pretty good at clearing waves by himself anyways, and you also have that Leshrac, which is just so good at pushing down towers. So, you know, they want to keep their towers, they want to keep their lanes for as much time as possible.
And as far as Faded, they have some flexibility with their lineup, I think, right now. Just because, I mean, obviously you can offlane the Darkseer even against an opposing tri-lane. Rubik's going to be a piece of a tri-lane or some sort of dual lane. Nyx can jungle or he can lane if he wants to, as we see the Lone Druid ban come out. So we're going to see, I'd say, probably another support pick and a hard carry pick, or maybe a surprise pick from Faded. That's what they have left to pick up. So I guess with that in mind, I think Infinity Gaming has to think about who they want to ban here. They did ban the Quap. We're going to see their next ban here. It looks like, especially with the Quap, because the Quap can carry, the Queen of Pain can carry. So it looks like they're going to want to try and eliminate like carries, but also maybe decent supports or other heroes as well.
You're right. Yeah, they want to definitely eliminate those supports because, you know, with just, let's say, one more stun, it looks like, you know, the Nyx Assassin, the Bat Rider, does just really great at getting those ganks in, and so, you know, they are able to do a really strong tri-lane somewhere that just leaves Luna the freedom to farm and just get to that unstoppable stage where she's just bouncing glaives off everyone.
Luna can get out of hand very, very quickly if she isn't stopped. As we see a disruptor ban come out here from Infinity Gaming, and that's one of the keys. Like right there, that disruptor could change games. I mean, disruptor, in my opinion, he's an underrated type hero. Like, sure, he is a fairly fragile support. He's got to be in the thick of things, but he's got a very powerful ultimate, and he's got it's all about the disruption field. If he can land that disruption field, get some AoE going on, I mean, things can just go nuts. He won't be a force to be reckoned with in this game, and I think that's what Infinity Gaming envisioned. They don't want to get a trap. They don't want to get AoE down. They don't know what Fated's going to come out with their final 2 picks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just with that, you know, if he's able to even land that kinetic field, it's just, you know, less movement speed for everyone. Can you imagine a kinetic field in a Darkseer ulti? You just couldn't get away from your images ever.
Yeah, that would certainly be nuts. That would be nuts. Tidehunter being banned by Fated. They don't want to have to worry about the Ravage. Still a few notable support heroes and obviously carries in the pool. There's still PL. There's still Faceless Void for carries. As far as supports, there's still Lion, Lina.
Oh yeah, we've seen Lina today, and she's done very well.
I was about to mention Jakiro, but Infinity Game beat me to it, banning out the Jakiro. So we'll see what Fated goes with. I wouldn't be surprised if they go with like a super hard carry, or they go with something like a Furion or something like that.
Yeah, Furion's been very popular, at least today in this tournament, just able to control the game so well, you know, allowing their team to do the split push, jumping in when they need a gank just for that extra right-click damage. And you're right, you know, Furion, he's not banned because I guess he might start being banned maybe in the finals if people start, you know, seeing how strong he is and how he's being played by these different teams. But
and as a good observation that you mentioned today, it seems like in this tournament, Furion's been in every match. Furion's been in a lot of matches, I'm sure, in this tournament. At all the casted matches, he's been out to play. He's come out to play, and so clearly the Nature's Prophet being a very powerful hero, very versatile hero. So again, I wouldn't be surprised. Wisp is also still in the pool as well. If either team looking for support, especially Infinity Gaming Black. Not that they're really planning on some sort of crazy combo. I mean, Infinity Gaming, I mean, both teams still do have 2 picks left, so who knows? We could see a big.
And there we go, And she here,
there's the Lina pick. So we'll see if other team's gonna go for that Wisp. But with the Lina pick, it looks like Fated most likely won't be going Wisp.
Oh, yeah, and there we go. Another hero we've seen very common in this this tournament here is Undying. At least in the past 2-3 games, I believe Undying has been picked. And, you know, once again, he just gives that crazy early game team fight potential with his Tombstone. And that's really when the Tombstone really shines, when the heroes don't have enough DPS to take it down.
It's also key to note, especially because that Tombstone, Undying is great at tri-laning. Whenever you have a tri-lane, as like a defensive one even, Undying, if he's there, you know he's going to lock it down. You know he's going to lock it down. I mean, he's not only is he good at the tri-lane, though, but he can also dual lane effectively, even solo lane effectively, situationally. Depends on who you're playing against. But Undying is one of those heroes that can be used in a variety of situations, and I think that's why he's so popular in the current metagame.
Yeah, definitely. Just so much potential in there. Even like during the mid game, you know, able to get maybe even get a rampage, kill the whole team, because you know, people sometimes, I guess, they kind of underestimate how strong Tombstone can be. You just let it go on for just a little too long, have some other AoE damage on your team, which this team does have. Has the Gyrocopter call down, we have the Luna ult as well, and sooner or later everyone's going to be below that threshold for the zombies to get Deathlust. And there we go, Mr. Fatty Fat himself, the Storm Spirit.
Yeah, there's the Storm Spirit. So it looks like that's Fated's carry. Pretty solid pick. He is selected sometimes in the current metagame. Not as common as I think he once was, but he certainly is a creative type hero, an intense mana hog, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But a pretty good team comp here, I think, for Fated. Obviously, I mean, you're going to have your Nyx farming up. And with the Rubik, again, the Rubik could steal something like a Tombstone.
Oh,
like
yeah.
a Tombstone versus Tombstone team fight.
Oh,
I mean,
so much gold.
Yeah, it's going to, and especially with the Darkseer on your side, it might nullify any advantage that Undying would have in such a team fight. So, I guess look for that, and look for Fated to field a strong squad in this game. I think their squad's going to be solid. Not to write off Infinity Gaming Black. Their team is pretty crazy as well.
Yeah, exactly. But it's going to be, you know, I feel like it's going to be really hard to even lock the Storm Spirit down. They're going to need some sort of silence because he can just zip in and zip out like however he wants to. And really, I can just see this combo of the Rubric, Lina, Storm Spirit just going around and just doing terrible damage to the other team's supports.
I don't doubt that in the slightest. Storm Spirit, he is tricky the way you got to deal with him. You're right, with like things like the ball lightning, with his disable as well. I mean, he can just zip in there, disable, and zip out, or jump in and leave his static remnant behind, and maybe if they're fleeing, they're gonna take, you know, 180 damage at level 2 or 200 damage level 3 or so. So it's like he has that potential to kind of just jump around. He may be a fairly vulnerable target health-wise,
yep,
but he makes up for it with
and
his
there we
speed.
go. There's the silence to prevent any sort of escape from that Storm Spirit coming out.
So just as you predicted, Silencer, he appears to be a stark counter to the Storm Spirit, but don't underestimate Silencer himself. I mean,
for sure.
he could be an underrated type, almost even semi-carry with his Glives of Wisdom, and obviously that Global Silence. I don't think he'll be in such a build here, but his Global Silence is obviously just insane, like just insane against a, you know, if he can initiate with that against a Storm Spirit, a Lina, a Dark Seer, a Rubik.
Yeah, where's the damage coming from? It's not going to be coming at all.
Exactly, it's going to nullify all those guys for those 4, 5, or 6 seconds that he has that Global Silence. So, my goodness, that's a big pickup there by Infinity Gaming Black. My word.
You know, I'm gonna be disappointed if this Nax is not farming all day every day. If he just goes and starts ganking, I don't know if I can cast this anymore. I've been lied to.
Oh jeez. Well, we'll start with the introductions. On this Radiant squad, farming all day every day, we have Faded Saibai, or CB, I'm not too sure, on the Storm Spirit. Headed bot, we have the Faded, is that Lover? What is that? Low? Oh, I'm so sorry. You know what?
Here, open the. I'll open the things on the side. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I suffer from a form of color blindness, sadly, and so I think that might attribute to why I can't read Faded Corey on Faded. My apologies.
Oh no, for sure. I mean, you know, color blindness very common in males actually. Especially blue-green color blindness. So, you know,
so I suppose I have a hint of that. On the Lina, we have Faded King Kraken, and following up right behind is Faded Dimitri. He's going to be on the Rubik. And then headed to top lane, looks like it's going to be a solo off-lane Darkseer. Theory is Faded.
Whoa, and before we even announce the other team right now, Team Dire looks like they're going to be trekking into our Radiant jungle, and nothing's going to happen, so this is the perfect time. We have Big N playing as our Gyrocopter. Undying with a hard name to read. Infinity's Armata as the Undying. Stand-in Drillbit as our Shadow Demon. And we also have our Infinity Fuzz as our Luna. And there is a double damage. Gyrocopter is going to be taking it. And finally we have our little fan as our Silencer heading straight to mid.
Well, you had a much easier time listening to names. I think I'll definitely use a tab from now on, just to avoid any instance of color blindness embarrassment. Oh, man. But it looks like we're going to see a Storm Spirit mid for Faded and the long lane, the off lane, sorry, Darkseer. And it will be a tri-lane with the Nyx, the Lina, and the Rubik. And it's going to be countered by an offensive tri-lane, looks like.
Oh, wow.
With the, with the Gyro in the Dire hard lane. The Undying great in tri-lanes, and the Shadow Demon. Yeah,
so double tri-lane action going down here. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see some pretty awesome plays here. Both teams do have a number of disables and initiates on either side.
And Lifestealer, carrying a little bit of regen. I mean, obviously enough regen meant for the safe lane, but he does level that Feast for level 1. Gonna make sure he's able to steal that life, just to avoid having to waste his regen in lane, especially being harassed by the Rocket Barrage or Flat Cannon of a Gyro. So. And,
you know, just with this Undying, though, he can basically ensure that if they do try to initiate a fight, the other team will always be at a disadvantage because of the lack of strength from that decay.
Good call. That's a good call. And see, with the Silencer mid lane, see, he does have one on his. He does have one skill of his Glaives of Wisdom on his. Pardon me, his unique attack modifier. And so, again, that could be scary because he does permanently steal intelligence from heroes that die around him.
Exactly.
And he permanently steals the intel, so it's going to make their mana pools weaker, especially against a Storm Spirit, and it's going to make his mana pool stronger, along with his core right-click damage and things like that.
That's definitely true, yeah, for sure. I don't know if it's for you, but whenever Storm Spirit starts to put down a static remnant, all I see is a big error message there.
I certainly don't see that. I see a vision of the jolly fat man. But no, I suppose that there's some issues going on. There has been a couple issues with the most recent update, I think, and that just could be one of them. So.
That's pretty cool. He leaves behind a huge error sign.
Yeah, he leaves behind error messages. Just if you run into this error,
and things blow up. Yep, it's over. How's our Luna doing up at top? Let's see. She is doing quite well against this Darkseer, but then again, Darkseer with that Ion Shell, and Luna, you know, being one of those the range hero that actually has one of the shortest ranges for a range hero, isn't going to really have a good time with that Ion Shell up.
No, but you do notice, I think this was probably envisioned that she was going to go up against an offlane Darkseer because she does have 2 rings of protection on her. So she has that 8 base armor. So it's going to rival Darkseer and try and prevent any damage he can output so she can keep up her farm, make sure she can stay in lane.
For sure.
It looked like that's the prediction there. And that's an interesting call that she does have the shortest range attack of most compared to most range heroes. And so she's going to have to play conservatively, get last hits under her own tower.
Exactly, and look, with those double Ion Shells just chasing after her, Luna saying, I don't want to be there. I do not want to be there. Nice nuke going on, just going to harass a little bit of damage. But then again, Darkseer of that amount of health is just going to be regenerating that with no problem at all.
Very, very tanky early game. That's what makes him so good in the off lane, especially as solo. He's able to pull that off. That's why Darkseer is good.
First missile from Gyrocopter trying to hit that Lina, but her teammates, you know, coming to her rescue and are able to take it down before she does get stunned. Storm Spirit going and grabbing that regeneration rune, just doing a pretty good job of keeping those runes on his team. If we look up at top though, Lina, keep calling her Lina. God damn it, Luna, getting dangerously low.
A Luna and a Lina.
Oh,
I'm
just gonna mess up all game now.
And there's a TP coming in now as Luna's going to have to back off. It's going to be Shadow Demon, so it looks like he can try and keep his carry alive as Darkseer. now they're playing hide and seek in the jungle. Okay, looks like Shadow Demon's going to pick him out as the courier comes in. He's going to get stunned. Takes a few right clicks. Luna's definitely going to want to back off here. Her Tranquil Boots are finished, so she's going to heal. It's not going to be a problem for her. And Darkseer looks like he's a little bit trapped here.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to eat a couple Shadow Poisons here. Oh, I don't think he's getting out of this one. And that's a first blood right there.
That was the least exciting first blood I've ever seen. It was just so like, oh no.
You know, I tried to call it like it was fairly exciting, but you're right. I mean, it was there not a whole lot going on there other than just walking around trees. You know, a couple Darkseer right clicks.
And up, down he went.
Yeah, and that was that. That's the end of him. So and now this with the Shadow Demon leaving, it's only going to be a dual lane.
I don't know if Shadow Demon is. He most likely is going to be coming back down to the bottom though. I don't think he wants to take any way of any extra XP from our end. Looks like you just disconnected from the game. And it looks like KL Achievements has disconnected from the game, so I will be solo casting this for now. Unfortunately, probably just a little bit of computer errors. Don't worry, Dota you're able to reconnect with stuff, so that's why Dota is awesome. So as I was saying, Lina up at top, Luna, oh my goodness, Luna up at top, still gonna be doing that solo lane against that Darkseer. And we see down below, it looks like Gyrocopter is going to get disrupted over there. Now trying to do some damage, but the Rocket Barrage still going off. One more hit on that Gyrocopter. He's going to go down. The Tombstone has landed, and there's so many zombies right now. Undying trying to go for the kill. Nice stun by Lina over there. Here comes a missile onto our Rubric. Down goes our Undying. Missile's going to stun him, and another Rocket Barrage coming from Gyrocopter. One more hit. Down goes Rubric. Lard, and a really huge fight going on there. Wow. Looks like a TP is going to be coming in, and Lina is back at bottom. So really aggressive play going on there. Some great moves. I did not know Rocket Barrage still occurred if you got disrupted, but I guess you learn something new every single day. KL Achievement is now back in the game. I just need to get him to join back into this call. And he should be back here, and it looks like he is. I hear some clicking. Welcome back.
I am back. It looks like the Dota gods were not smiling on me. They heard us call it a boring first blood, and so they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna just disconnect you out." That's it. But I'm back. I'm here to stay. It looks like I missed a little bit of action. Shadow Demon picking up that DD at that bot rune spawn.
Exactly. And yeah, you missed a pretty awesome kill at bottom, so that actually made up for our really boring first blood call. Just a great initiate from our Dire team.
And in the mid lane, a great jump in there with the ball lightning. And see, with that Darkseer waiting just off to the side, they were able to pull off that gank on Silencer. Just showing the potency of the speed of Storm Spirit, especially with a full tank of mana and that ball lightning available. He can just jump forward, drop down a static remnant. Darkseer with the Ion Shell coming in, scoring a couple right clicks. He could surge himself in. Jeez, just deadly gank.
Yeah, and there he goes, dropping a bottle on the floor there. Getting the courier to pick it up and to, you know, refill it at the fountain. So some awesome plays there. Not a lot of people do that, at least at the level that we usually play at. But oh, and it looks like another disconnect from KL Achievements. What is going on today? Dota gods really are not liking him at all. But here we go. It looks like the team from our Radiant here is getting ready, but there is a ward from the Dire team. They're spotting everything that's happening at bottom. They're paying, they say they want to do a kill. There are five actually, 5 of the Dire team at the bottom, especially with that Silencer there as well. It would be very, very silly for a Radiant team to jump into here, but I don't think they know about that ward just yet. Up at top though, Darkseer is still doing a very good job pushing that tower. He is going to be able to get it. The tower is almost going down. And Storm Spirit is just doing pretty good farm in the middle. It looks like the bottom tower is under attack. Will the Radiant Charge defend? No, here comes a missile. It is sprouted. It is going on to our Nyx. All Nyx really needs to do is pop rage so it doesn't kill him, but his teammates are there for him, able to kill that missile before it hits. Rubik in with his nuke there, making the other team do less damage. A nice silencing word going on to our supports over there. So losing a lot of mana and health, having to pop those clarities. For sure. And it looks like, oh, a zoom in from, we're going in. So much damage there from the Lina ult. There are no creeps to tank her damage. Down goes Nyx. Oh my goodness. Rubric is almost has a slither of health left. There goes the missile chasing on to our Storm Spirit. He does get nuked, but not taking too much damage here. And down goes the tower at bottom for our Radiant. Huge fight there. Just Storm Spirit came in, tried to do an initiate, but was not able to do too much damage there at all. I wish Kayla was back here. I feel so lonely right now. So lonely. So lonely. Huh? Yeah, because the internet, you have to do wired. We can't do wireless. Anyways, back to our game right now, though. It looks like the pressure is still increasing. It looks like Dire team is going to be pushing down for the middle lane as well, not giving any kind of resting space for our Radiant team at all. Storm Spirit there getting a couple of hits off Luna right there, but with 4 people right here, and also a disruption from our Shadow Demon, silence from the Silencer, Storm Spirit would be silly to go in. And it looks like he is going to be hiding in the forest, waiting for some backup to come, and backup's going to be coming in the form of a Rubric. And another Fate Bolt going off, getting Shadow Demon, making his damage just a little bit less. And it looks like a double damage has been bottled by our Silencer. Now moving into the mid, they could converge here, they could push this lane. They do have their Gyrocopter off in the top farming. And looks like, there we go. There comes the Nyx. Nice slow on the Silencer. Disruption going on, saving him. Fate Bolt going off. Everyone's doing no damage at all. Lina doing a couple of nukes here. Last word on to our Darkseer. Nyx trying to get away. Looks like Storm Spirit was able to kill Silencer, but for that he is, oh my goodness, he is able to get away. Shadow Poison doing that last bit of DOT. Will the Shadow Poison hit him? No, it won't. He is able to bottle up. It looks like the whole team is chasing him here. Nyx is still chasing after this dying here, but there goes the Shadow Demon. Gets nuked by Lina. One more hit. And no, Disruption is going to save him as well. Will Nyx hit the right one? Yes, he does get it. And down goes Shadow Demon. Here comes back Gyrocopter coming from the top here. Going to do some damage. And it looks like 2-for-1 trade for Infinity Black. Infinity Gaming Black or Gaming Infinity Black. And the pressure is still pushing on to this mid lane over here. doing a lot of damage. We don't have much to defend this. Lina has no mana left. Here comes 2 TPs coming in. It's going to be Rubric, and it's going to be our Darkseer. Another slow, but onto a creep. Oh, unfortunate misclick there. There comes the Tombstone. Nice vacuum, sucking in most of the team. Nice new silence is going off. No more spells for any of your team here. Silencer running away, but Nyx and this Darkseer is still chasing. Here comes Storm Spirit going in, doing a lot of damage here. One more hit on Undying. He goes down. Silencer's going to... Nope, gets the last hit. Yes, Silencer stealing intelligence once again. The Silencer is getting so much damage now. Already 6 under his belt. A slow coming from Nyx, trying to save his buddy, the Darkseer. Oh, but he might actually get this. Vacuums the Silencer up and is able to take him out. So much action here happening so fast. Luna, on the other hand, has farmed up about 2,000 gold. She is going to be going to bottom to continue that farm. And really, right now, farming all day, every day isn't really farming too well.
Perhaps not living up to their required namesake, but a great team fight. That was an intense back and forth team fight.
When did you even come back?
I'm stealth. I just hop in and out. I gotta apologize, guys. Looks like I'm just having a little bit of ISP problems here, but hopefully I sorted those out. Hopefully they're gone for good. As we see this mid tier 1 be pushed down here by Faded.
Yeah, that was just a crazy fight in the middle there, just going back and forth, people TPing in and just re-engaging that fight. But we can see that it's kind of evened out right now. Nice steal there by Rubric, does get the decay, so we'll be able to lower the strength. But oh my goodness, the Silencer has been slowed by the Nyx, and he's going in. Disruption coming off here, and it looks like he's going to get slowed, but Rage goes off. He's immune to that magic. Darkseer with the vacuum, coming in, pulling people in. Uh-oh, and looks like, oh, Undying gets nuked down. Frank, you there?
I was just in shock and awe with that big nuke. As this team fight continues, we have the double ion. That gyrocopter thing killing Luna with the homing missile as Rubik gets right click down. He's gonna get focused. Easy kill there. Pick off for the gyro. Now they're all going, still chasing the look at them. They're like a triangle, like a trifecta of the Storm Spirit, Darkseer, and the Nyx being chased by the 4 heroes on of Infinity Gaming Black. Pardon me.
For sure, and looks like there goes the last word, going to be hitting onto that Nyx. Not going to do too much damage, but does disable him and does disarm him, so he won't be able to do any more damage with the right click. And it looks like the pressure is going to be mounting on this mid tower here. All the heroes for Faded are up. They could try to defend this, but the last couple of times they did this, it didn't go too well in their favor.
Yeah, and now it looks like we're going to see a 5-hero push as the Shadow Demon comes from behind here. Oh, the disable on the Undying, but nothing can come of that. It looks like he's going to get Curse silenced here. Rubik stealing the Curse of the Silent here. Here comes the call on. Nice disruption to dodge that. Nyx is going to go down. Luna moves in. Lina going to back up. Oh, nuke on the Luna, but she's going to live. Lina at 50 health or so. Here comes the ball lightning Storm Spirit. Oh, nice. They're going to turn around and take out that diving Gyro. But Silencer will take out the Storm Spirit in the end. Jeez, necessary. Looks like Gyro was going to take down that Lina with that chase. Lina almost dead.
Oh, for sure. And this Silencer is getting so smart right now. Already 14 intelligence stolen from various people on the opposite team, and it just keeps building up. He's going to just have so much right-click damage from his Glaives of Wisdom.
Yeah, his Glaive certainly an underrated ability, like especially like within its own usage. And of course, his Global Silence is already making an impact. Silencer right now, a fairly large impact player in general. I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with if this kind of carries on the way it continues to.
Oh, for sure.
But never to write off the Darkseer and the Nyx though of Faded. I mean, it is a very close game. Not very much separating these two teams. If you take a look at the gold graph, about 200 gold separating the two teams, so that's an advantage. So I mean, as we unfortunately miss a kill of Storm Spirit on the Undying, that was my bad. I just talked forever. But
don't worry, I caught it on camera. We had no commentary, but that's okay. We were able to see the death actually go down onto Undying over there. And you know, with this Silencer, he's really actually a pretty good counter against this Nyx as well. Basically, his last word, giving him a free Heaven's Halberd, disarming the Nyx so he can't do any damage at all.
A very good ability usage for him.
For sure. Up at top, though, we have the Storm Spirit just continuing his push. Looks like Luna wants to try to trap him off guard, but looks like back at mid, nope, the Silencer was invisible, so he's definitely just scouted out. Here comes the Gyrocopter. Down goes the call down, and Silencer's going to do so much damage to Luna. Mekos pops off, though, so she's able to survive, getting sucked in by the Darkseer. So much damage from the Ion Shell. Down goes the wall, and it looks like the whole team just blew up.
Yeah, that was a key wall right there. The vacuum that disables the focus there on the silencer managed to delay him long enough to deal that DPS. The Dark Seer wall was the kicker, though. That in combination with those right clicks, with that nukage coming from Lina, I mean, that's certainly what helped. Now as they go here on the Luna, she's gonna TP out, and no, she will get vacuumed in. She's not gonna make it. Wow, that came right down to the wire as Rubik's gonna take that kill. Ooh.
Oh man, she thought she could get away, but no, down she goes. And now, you know, with this Nyx, he's got his armlet right now, which is one of those key items you get with Nyx, makes you so much more stronger. 25 strength, attack speed, and it's scary to have.
Certainly scary to have. And as far as when you're taking a look at the most recent developments of team fights, looks like Fate has gotten the better of their opposition here. As we see, the LSA is going to miss. Fate is doing a great job of pushing out. They did take that tier 1 mid and control the team fights at this point. I mean, that Dark Seer will obviously very key, very influential ability. So we're going to see how that takes a toll as Nyx does have his armlet and things as the game does progress.
For sure, and yeah, you know, he's saving up some money right now, about 2,000 gold in his bank. You know, could go for anything really at this point. Most likely going for even just more attack speed, going for a Maelstrom, trying to get that to make a oh no, losing. Forgot what it's called.
Maelstrom?
What's the upgrade called again? Oh, it's
of which one?
Of Maelstrom.
Oh, Majolna?
There we go. There we go.
No worries.
Lost of words.
It's been a long day. It's been a long day of casting. I don't. It's all good, man. But and now we're gonna see a 5-man push coming from Infinity Gaming Black on the top lane. Looks like they really want this tier 1, and the tier 1 will. It's at about 3/4 to 80% health. So, but it looks like there's no vision. So I guess either Fated doesn't care, A, or B, Fated's like, meh, we'll let them take it.
They're just gonna farm all day, every day, you know, just farm some more.
That's what they're all about.
It's their team. It's their team strategy. So yeah, you're right. The tower just goes straight down over there. TP's coming into the bot tower for our Dire. They are going to defend it because Infinity Gaming Black does not farm all day every day. They defend their towers. With a double damage picked up by our Storm Spirit over here. Oh my goodness, here we go again. Zooming in, instantly going down that Luna. Nice burst damage there. Nice stun over there on dying, and wow.
Yeah, and it shows you the importance of Silencer needing to be there to take out Storm Spirit. See right there, Storm Spirit gets it a hand, ball lightning in. We see the Laguna Blade come down after the open wounds from the Nyx. That's 4 heroes just melted of Infinity Gaming Black. Great initiate. The open wounds, the ball lightning. Storm Spirit's quick. And see, Silencer late to the party. By the time he does show up, he's already outnumbered. They're going to take him out, no problem.
Exactly.
He needs to be there.
He needs to, yeah, you're right. He needs to, he does that silence and it gives his team the advantage. Like, if he's by himself, it really doesn't do much because you're still taking 5 heroes right clicks all at once.
Exactly.
So up atop, Dark Seer, you know, doesn't even need to be in the fights right now. Pushing very well by himself. Has a lot of good items going for him. Going to be going up for that pipe very soon to make him even just so much more tankier. And especially in the team fight against such a magic-heavy team, the pipe's going to be instrumental to the next team fights.
I think that's the right item you want to build here. Like, obviously you do have that magical damage coming out of Silencer. You have that damage coming out of Shadow Demon. You have that damage coming out from Gyrocopter. I mean, it's a great item. I think the item itself is normally always really good, as we see all of Fated move into this jungle here. But it's in this scenario, it's the right item. I think it's the right item.
Definitely, yeah. It just seems to fit so well with what they're coming up against in the other team. And here comes the Radiant team. Fated, no more farming now. Going to be able to take out this tier 2 tower up at top. And it looks like the Infinity Game Black is going to swing around to greet them.
Yeah, Infinity Gaming Black, they smoked up. Looks like they were going to smoke up into Roshan, but once they realized that Fated was knocking at the door for their their top tier 2 tower, they realized, uh-oh, we got to defend this. So it looks like they're headed back here, and here comes the ball lightning coming in, the LSA missing. Here comes the call down into the vacuum wall. Oh my goodness. I don't even think the wall was that necessary. Like, the wall helped for sure, but it wasn't even that necessary. By then, it was just way too much burst damage. And like, the call down fairly missed it. It turned into a 4-for-1 trade. Yeesh. Yeesh.
Wow.
That's all I have to say for that.
Sometimes you get fights like that where you can't even call because everything happens so fast. Like, I feel like all the heroes died in about 2 seconds of each other.
Yeah, Static Remnant, I mean, with that ball lightning into Static Remnant, obviously key. Storm Spirit able to disable. Man, he's been great. And Darkseer, he did have the big vacuum, did drop the wall there, and the wall certainly helped, but the wall wasn't the focus. As another vacuum comes down, and Shadow Demon gonna have to disrupt himself. Garokov taking so much damage, he's disabled. Shadow Demon, he's definitely not gonna make it away.
And this Nyx, yeah, now he's just, he is getting that godlike. We've got to say that even the Infest coming out from Nyx there, popping out a Storm Spirit, you know, just doing that AoE damage was just insane. Here comes another slow on Luna. Down goes, she goes, there goes the damage. So much damage, she's attacking so fast. Gonna target on the Tombstone as well. No more zombies for you, Undying. And looks like Rubik actually, getting healed by the mech, is able to lift the Silencer and get out of there. I thought he was gonna go down.
It certainly was very, very close. As Silencer, one more right click will do it. There's the Force Staff and a right click, but he's gonna Force Staff himself right into open wounds. As here comes the vacuum down here, they're not gonna be able to save him, so they're gonna run on back.
Yeah, and there comes some more stuns. Next, get it surged by Darkseer. Oh, but Storm Spirit jumps in out of nowhere, decides to go back in again, but he is disabled by the Shadow Demon, topping his armlet, doing so much damage. And Infest coming out, and he's going back in for it. Nice armlet tricks there, not dying just yet. Oh my goodness, that was some nice play there. Yeah. Here comes Gyro for that Darkseer, but no, Nyx is back, gonna kill again, and finally this gets taken down.
Yeah, no right-click trick for him that time. Man, Nyx, he's having a great game. He's having a wonderful game here. Some great plays. You're right, flicking that armlet, going in and out of the Infest. And you're right, that is a key combo. You want to Infest into the Storm Spirit, ball lightning in, you pop out, and suddenly you have a Nyx up with a Maelstrom and an armlet knocking at the door, waiting. You know, like it's certainly is a devastating combo. And while things. That fight did go to the way it faded. The tail end of that fight seemed to be a bit more of a mixed reaction. They hung around, looked like they wanted the racks a little bit, and that's what kind of dragged it on. But Nyx, man, whoo.
Kind of just overstaying their welcome just a little bit here. Yeah. But, you know, now definitely going to back off, going to reset, going to go for round 2.
Yeah, I gotta say, I mean, the Lifestealer, I did get his name wrong when I did introduce because of my color blindness. I apologize to Faded Corey. I think he's playing a great game, but as well team-wise, I think both teams are playing pretty solid games. But right now, Faded's just got the better of the encounters.
Exactly. Yeah, with Corey, you know, now he's just he's able to have the items that he needs as Nyx, and he's really got a couple of kills to really push him forward ahead. Right now, sitting at 13-3, so great score there, and that's what you really want in a game like this. You want your late game carries to have a lot of kills, get a lot of money up, get the items that they need, and just become unstoppable. And there's an invisibility rune up at top. Lena was able to scout that, and this time it is Lena, not Luna. And so as a team, they're going to be able to take that.
Yeah, and we do see that it looks like the Bloodstone is nearing completion now for the Storm Spirit, as there's a smoke going on now for Team Faded. Looks like they're going to want to engage Infinity Gaming Black in their own jungle as they spy the Silencer and the Shadow Demon. And just the smoke is down, and there we go. There's the open wounds on the Shadow Demon. Not much he can do. He disrupts. He's gonna take that nuke though. One last right click. Rubik gonna clean up there. Easy free kill there for Team Faded.
Definitely. And now you know, next Nyx is just gonna run around. Lifestealer just gonna run from those images. And now you have Infinity Game Black. They're gonna be down there Darkseer, and it looks like we are asking for a pause. And woof, I need to break myself.
Yeah, a pause would be great. I'm glad I got those internet problems sorted out.
You left me, man. I was casting all alone. I didn't know what to say. Oh, no. Trevor wouldn't help me cast.
Oh jeez, well, nothing I could help up until I did end up solving it. It required a few steps, just a few resets, nothing too major, but it was enough anyway. So I will also take this time to say that it's been a lot of fun so far this tournament, and that we are in the semifinals, and so we've seen some great Dota, and I'm hoping to see a lot more great Dota, because these are best of 3 series.
Exactly, yeah.
These are best of 3 series.
They're gonna get even more intense to see like how the teams actually mix it up in the next game, because I can bet you that the next game, I think Nyx is going to be banned.
There might be a Nyx ban next game. Sitting at 13-3 and 13, he's done great. He almost leads all CS rank, sorry, and he does lead in net worth as well. So he's definitely a huge reason with his carry. with his carrying, he's definitely a large reason why Faded is ahead.
And it looks like they're going to be coming. Here comes Infinity. They're going to be defending this middle tower here, but looks like Rubric is in position along with the Darkseer, and then we have Lina just standing at the bottom. They're trying to make them push just a little bit further. That's what they want them to do. Storm Spirit doing a split push at bottom, and he is able to get that bottom tower, and this is just closing the vice on the necks of Infinity Gaming Black.
Yeah, and we do see Lifestealer. He is infested inside Storm Spirit, so it looks like they are waiting for that kind of tandem combo. We'll see if that wombo combo comes out.
Wombo combo. That's what it's about.
And as they see, but Storm Spirit right there was uncontestedly able to push that tier 2 bottom tower, and I guess it just shows the focus on defense that Infinity Gaming Black really has to focus on. Like, they haven't really left their base. They weren't able to defend either of their mid or their bot tier 2. So looks like they're giving up map control and maybe hoping for a large team fight win. We're gonna see what happens here.
Oh, Undying.
There it is. Yeah. See, so there was the ball lightning to the pop out from the Nyx. Undying melts within seconds, and that's going to entice a Roshan from Team Faded.
For sure, you know, just killing Undying right there, obviously it's going to send a message to the Infinity Black saying that, you know, we can't even step out of our base right now, and that's exactly what they're doing, you see. They're basically not moving past the steps of their base, and this Roshan's going to go uncontested.
And I mean, I'm sure as we can see from the advancement of the game, the organic progression of it, it's clear that Faded does have the lead. They do have the map control lead. They do have the farm lead. And so, and Lifestealer now with an extra life, that's going to be, he's going to make him even tougher to deal with. I think right now Infinity Gaming they need a big play and maybe some good fortunes to turn this around. I mean, they're not completely out of it yet, but things are looking grim.
Yeah, if they're able to, you know, maybe pick off a couple of heroes when they're not together, but really, Faded is playing some 5-man Dota right now. They're sticking together. They know they have the advantage, so they're not going to give it up easily by kind of just, you know, going by themselves and allowing them to be picked off. And so here we go. You see them coming into mid lane. Once again, we have Nice infested inside of Storm Spirit. And he can fit him too, because Storm Spirit's huge.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why. Like, maybe certain heroes, that's why
he tried to go into Lina, but it didn't work. She was too skinny.
And now we see the pipe up Silencer catching 3 of those with his curse, but 2 of them going to be eradicated. And there's the jump in. No out of infest yet, and there we have it. There's the open wounds. Wall goes up. Here comes the call down disruption going up there. But Tombstone is down, but everyone's just going to melt away. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Nyx now damaging the Tombstone. He's going to kill it. Rubric is going to go down to Undying, who has a lot of strength stolen here. But Nyx just killing that Luna. Here comes Storm Spirit. Down he goes as well. And all we have is actually no one. There we go. That's the whole team. Team wipe for Team Infinity Gaming Black.
Yeah, there was the team wipe for Infinity Gaming Black, and I mean again that ball lightning to the popping out of Infest. I mean, a lot did go down there. It was difficult, but I mean that Darkseer vacuum with the wall certainly helped. I mean, Luna went down fairly early, but everyone kind of doing their part on team farm all day, every day to influence that team fight, and wasn't a whole lot that Infinity Gaming Black could do. I mean, they were able to pick up the Rubik and the Lina, but I mean, those were just the supports they were able to melt away. I mean, Nyx sitting at half health, he's doing fine. Storm Spirit, Darkseer, they were both doing pretty fine. So it just goes to show the potency of Faded right now.
For sure, and right now I am just following this homing missile. It has a long way to go. It's gonna, will he hit the Nyx? Will Nyx even pop a rage? Yeah, he does. So it does no damage over there. And we can see the barracks have gone down for the mid lane for Team Infinity Gaming Black. Team Infinity Gaming Black. That's a long thing to say. Anyways,
it's a good name. It's a good name. I mean, I mean, nothing wrong with it. It's just Team Infinity Gaming Black or Team INF. I guess it doesn't condense as well as Faded.
No, Faded just works so perfectly. It looks like a smoke's going off for Infinity Gaming Black here. They want to make something happen. It looks like it's gonna be our friend the Storm Spirit at bottom, but will he be able to get away?
They're all smoked up. So I suppose their target is going to be.
Oh, and a TP out. They're not gonna get him.
Yeah, they are not, and I'm sure they're disappointed. Looks like there wasn't much in the way of vision that Storm Spirit had, but looks like it was just instinct. I mean, everyone on the map is AFK. He is the farthest pushed out of anyone on his team. They're probably heading for him. So good heads-up play as we see the smoke gank now transition to the mid game.
Yep.
I mean the mid.
And it looks like Lena's smoked up too. So double smoke gonna see each other. There she goes. She's gonna get that last word on her. So, going forward, but oh my goodness, that Shadow dies so fast. Call down going down. Walls going down. There is a tombstone there as well. But right now the advantage is just too much. There goes Luna's ult. It's not gonna Luna's ult not gonna do a lot of damage there with so many people around, and another team wipe. And it looks like the GG has been called.
Yeah, there's the GG. I mean, double them up in kills, and that's that. That team fight at the end was just crazy. Again, that Storm Spirit combo, I can't say enough about it. The Nyx played well, the Storm Spirit played well, 14 faded, and it's opening with that combo and then coming into a Darkseer wall vacuum, it's tough, even with the call down, which doesn't scale well into the later game. Even with the Luna ult, which is better at picking up single targets. I mean, Silencer sometimes wasn't even able to get out this global silence in that last team fight. So I mean, just a lot of factors coming together there, and just they weren't coming together for Infinity Gaming Black, especially when they were this far behind.
For sure, and it looks like the team wants to go straight into the next game. So I think we're gonna stick around for the next game as well, and see how it goes. Are you up for that?
Oh, I'm more than up for that. We've seen some great quality Dota here, and I'm excited to see more from these two teams. I wonder how they're going to change strats and things like that. We'll see.
It looks like someone's dropping all their items at the floor right now. It looks like just going to be diving the fountain. That tower is going to go down. Nyx is taking it down. But yeah, we're going to be jumping straight actually into the next game. So it's going to be round number 2 between Faded and Infinity Gaming Black. We're going to take a really short break and set up the game, but guys, don't go